further ado, we are going with our Toastmaster of the night. All right? This is a great friend of mine and my brother's and the family. All right? He is the most genuine friend they can have. He's loyal, and when he asks you how your family's doing or how your kid's doing, he genuinely means it. You know, I just do it just to be nice. But he really does care. And he is the son that my dad never wanted. Right? He'd always say, hey, Bill's here, shut off the lights and close the door. But in real spirit, my dad loved Bill, loved teasing him, and they had a great relationship. And our guest speaker tonight for the toast is Bill Castro.
There won't be no fart, sex jokes. You already stole a couple. It's like, come on, guy. It's great being here. 10 years or so, I guess. I probably made it to 6 or 7, 8 of these. Only missed a couple because of work, and we live in Philadelphia. Go Birds! Anybody else in the room? Or maybe that's not as popular as I thought. No, it's great. Seeing the speeches the last couple of years, really inspiring. When they asked me to do it this year, I was kind of like, wow, I've been like really, really excited if I ever got a chance to do it. And then I was like, what the hell am I going to say? I was like, you know, people say such great things over here about, you know, the family and Mike and everything. It's kind of a little difficult to come up with something. I apologize because I will probably cry at the end, so, you know, I'm sorry for that. And if I make any jokes that they're bad, just go with it. Just give me a little round of applause. It's great to be back home. I'm from Cortland Manor, you know, Philly, which is kind of a life necessity change that happened, but I still love home. You know, if they say home is where the heart is, you know, that's a pretty easy way to think of Mike. Mr. Salazzo, I don't know when I was allowed to start calling him Mike, but, you know, big guy, big heart, you know, big smile, you know, big everything, and a larger than life kind of a guy. So, you know, when he mentioned, you know, having a second family almost, because we grew up pretty close to each other. I'd go over all the time to their house, like I said, more than they wanted me to, but, you know, I'd see Mike in the door, and he'd be like, oh, it's Bill! So that was always welcome. A lot of what I thought about with Mike was like impact. So like impacts, lasting impressions, and like what people impart on you kind of as you go through life. And I thought about, you know, like what was our relationship like and what I take away from it. And when I thought about Mike or my dad, I thought like, you know, role models are everywhere in our life, but when we're kids, we're not really thinking about them. We're thinking about our sports heroes, singers, actors, pro wrestlers, but you know, they're just, most of the time they're just the normal people in our lives, and we don't think about what they're putting, you know, into our lives that are kind of make us better people when we get older. With Mike, I would say, you know, it's again that sense of humor, earning someone's respect because I was a whiny, bitchy little soft kid, and he was like, all right, you know, you just hang out with my boys and they'll toughen you up. But it's true, you know, and it's kind of like that person that you just want to like earn the respect and be around them. And I think about it now, it's just like, man, I was like silly, like I was just a kid, but like no, he was just one of those guys that commanded your respect. You know, impacts on my life were very subtle, but eventually like profound. My impact, probably the biggest on his life, was when we were playing football in the street and I ran to the mailbox with my face. So, you know, that was kind of the impact I had in his life. Things I'll always remember about Mike, besides, you know, his smile and his presence, his control of the remote, like don't you dare touch that thing, his love for his family. He loved his family, he loved the sports, you know, he did love the Jets and I used to, but they suck, it's terrible. But baseball and the Yankees for sure. I'm going to share like a quick baseball story. Right after high school, a bunch of us played on a travel team. I think Brett was on the team too. Brian, Pete, and Jay, some other guys, Mike Spinelli's son, Mike. And it was really like our last summer playing ball together. And so Mike was a manager. I don't even think he wanted to be. I think he was just kind of like forced to be. And to be honest, I wasn't exactly the star of the team. I sat the bench quite often. I was really good at cheering. I made the games go quicker whenever he put me up the bat. You know, the guys, Pete loves to tell the story of a 30-foot pop-up that was hit to me at first, and I kicked it further than it was hit. And it all culminated in us getting to play at the Hudson Valley Renegade Stadium, and I had 3 quick pitches there. There was a moment late in the season where we were playing, I think, in Brewster or somewhere, and I was always asking to pitch, and he was always like, yeah, we'll put you in. And anytime I pitched in relief, it was pretty much a disaster. But, you know, this day, he was like, you're going to pitch, you're starting today. And I was like, wow, it's awesome, thanks for the confidence. He's like, no, the other guy's not coming, so you're on the mound, Castro. And I think Pete caught that game, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did. And it was a special night. In glorious fashion, we tied 2-2 because of darkness. But that game, it was like, there were missiles being hit everywhere off of me, and like somehow these guys took on like their gold gloves, and they were just making plays. Jay like crashed into the fence somewhere way out in left field. I don't remember that too well, but I remember Jay just coming up with the ball somehow. And yeah, when we won, or when we won, it felt like a win. We tied. You know, I kept the ball. After that game, my dad logoed it or lettered it with like my stats for the game. I got that somewhere. Hold on. So I kept the ball. We played 7. The other team was just tired. So, but it was, you know, for a memory that you don't think matters much, like, you know, 30. We're not going to get into how many years later, but a bunch of years later, I still think about that game. And so, I promised it. All right, I'll try and do my best. So that's the ball. This is my dad's glove. I'm gonna get this out, I promise, like 20 seconds. I got it, Bill. I got it. I swear I practiced this all over the car. But my dad passed away last summer. Definitely awful. Everybody who's been through this knows that. And so I keep this close to my heart. And when I had a chance to compose myself after he passed, I thought immediately of Big Mike. And I thought, his smile, his embrace, he's welcoming my dad. He's saying, we got a seat for you right here at the game, Bill. So thank you, Mike. That's what I want to say one more time. All the way back. Thank you.
It's tough to follow that one. That's a great speech, though. Bill, you got the part. Got to make the toast.
All right.